Hello, powerful ones. I am LakshmiAnanda, your enlightenment motivator. Have you ever wondered if you are divinely connected? If there's a higher source? If you have a power within you that's way beyond a supernatural power? Well, let's talk about that. I know for sure you have that within you. I'm not the only one. You have it too. And what I mean by that is, when you, at times, when you feel upset or anxious or just basically stressed out, and all you do is you just close your eyes for a moment, put your hand on your heart, and take some deep breaths. Try that. Close your eyes, even if you're not stressed out or angry. But close your eyes and put your hand on your heart and take some breaths with me. And just feel that breath move in and out of your nose, your mouth. Just breathe slowly. And just breathe and just holding your heart. And then all of a sudden, you start to feel this peacefulness, or your thoughts start to slow down. That peacefulness, that calming energy is your higher power. Your higher power, every time you breathe, you close your eyes, or when you consciously breathe, you don't have to close your eyes, but when you consciously breathe, and the reason why I put hand on the heart is just to have a connection. It's almost like, what I mean by connection is that breath in you. You're holding it. You're connecting with it, and you're feeling your chest moving up and down. It's a connection. And every time you breathe, that is your source. That is your power. You have within you a source, a higher power. You're filled with soul, and you're filled with your spirit. And what's the difference, I feel, is your spirit is like your personality. It's your spirit. It's like, it's just your personality. And your soul is the wise one. It's this inner intuitive instinct or wisdom that comes through. It's this wise part of you. And your source is your higher self, your source. It's a connection. It's a divine God connection that's always connecting with you. So yeah, you have the source. However, you have an energy field around you as well. And that, which you can't see, but have you ever felt when somebody is walking behind you and you're not looking, and you felt somebody behind you and you're like, you turn around and somebody's there? That's your energy. You're sensing energy. You're sensing their energy, they're sensing your energy. It's a connection, it's a field. And so your source, your spirit, your soul, is all with you all the time. And if you don't believe it, and you want to believe it, all you have to do is just be open. Just be open. Be open to it. I find it really important to have that conscious connection, because I know personally it has helped me to not feel alone. And it's also when you feel that connection, and what's interesting is like, what does that connection feel like? Well, it's that calming energy. That's the beginning of that connection. It's the energy that just soothes you. It's like a higher guidance, just loving you. It's basically unconditional love. And it's hard to, can't really see love. You can see it more of, oh, look, you know, petting their dog or their cat or their child, holding their child. That's an expression of love. But to see love itself, it's an energy. Energy. And this is an unconditional, endless, loving energy, your source. Whether you believe in God or not, you don't even have to call it God. It's a force, it's a source, it's what created this world. It's what created you. And what I find is the more you connect in, that's why they say meditate, close your eyes, and just breathe, and that's consciously just connecting in. That is connecting into your source. And what's so cool about that is, you know, when we're talking, we're basically like outside of our body, and we're talking, we're doing this, we're like outside, the world outside of us is what we are engaging with. And then the times when you get stressed out or you're in doubt of your abilities or struggling with something, it's hard to, or you feel, what do you call it? You feel misunderstood by others, or you don't feel anyone can connect with you. That is when you connect inward into your source, your spirit, your soul will guide you and love you. You feel the love. And it's really important, especially now, but it's always been important. I know at times when I feel alone or I feel like not loved or struggling in some way, mental struggle or emotion that pops up, and it's like, oh my God, I don't want to get caught up in this feeling, these emotions. What's happening is the struggle or those anxieties or emotions, it's a frequency, and it's just vibrating at a lower frequency. And the reason why we feel it as anxiety, or we get upset, or anytime you're upset or you get anxiety, what happens is you switched and you're at a lower frequency. And that's okay, because this is our playground. And this is how we become the explorer, and this is how we grow. And this is how we learn to connect into our inner abilities, our powers. So when you feel that anxiety or those upsetting emotions, what's happening is that you just went down a couple of frequency. Doesn't make it wrong or bad, but your body can feel it, and then your thoughts, the negativity that pops up, or the worriedness, or whatever pops up, matches that lower frequency. Because organically, we are divinely made at a higher frequency. We can vibrate extremely at a high frequency. But at times we just get stuck. We get stuck, or we just play in these emotions, or we get, I wouldn't say stuck actually, I would say more like sometimes hypnotized in a trance. Oh my God, you know, I'm mad. And it's okay to be mad. It's okay to get sad. It's okay to feel these different emotions. But the reason why I'm talking about it is I want to share that emotions, they transform, they change. And they're not at first it can be scary to feel emotions. And I know that because I used to be so numbed out of my emotions. I mean, where I would get angry and everything, and then I would be angry and I wouldn't want to feel my emotions, or I'd be afraid or thinking, oh my God, if I'm upset or angry, I'm not going to be able to get out of that. But you know how you get out of it? By knowing and practicing your higher source that's held within you. That divine unconditional love that you are made from. You're made of this higher source. And these guidance they're angelic. They're your guides. You can sense them with maybe an intuition of a sensing of hearing a little voice saying, hey, everything's going to be okay. That's your guidance. And sometimes it's hard, we can't hear them because we're caught in the loud noises of those other intensities, of those energies, of those emotions. So it's just about, it's okay to express those emotions. I'm not talking expressing them onto people, meaning getting, angry at them, because it's really the anger is within. So it's good to express it. It's good to, okay, I got this angry emotion inside me, acknowledging it. I got this angry emotion inside me, or this frustration. Or I feel frustrated. Or I feel sad, I feel lost. When you say it out loud, you're acknowledging it. And then what you can do is call in. Playfully, just say, okay, if there is a higher source, or I have a guide that loves me unconditionally, come through now. And close your eyes when you do this, because you go into your inner world. Close your eyes. Take a moment and breathe. Close your eyes, breathe. Of course, you got to breathe. Remember, every breath you take, when you're breathing, and you can put your hand on your heart, and when you're breathing, imagine and sense that you're not breathing alone. This is your source, your spirit that created you, breathing with you. So you breathe in, and you breathe out. And you do it really slow. Breathe in through your nose. And you can breathe out through your mouth or have your mouth closed. It's interesting, when I close my mouth as I'm breathing out through my nose, and you do this slowly, you can, that air, that breath, you can feel it more intensely. And you can be like, this is my source breathing with me. Feel that. That is your powers. That is the supernatural powers. That is your power of your spirit, your soul, your source within your breath, every breath you breathe. You are very, very important and unique. And you have abilities that was birthed inside you. Like we have our fingerprint, and everybody's got isn't it incredible how everybody has, like, you do fingerprinting and everybody's got a different fingerprint. It's pretty freaking cool. It's your signature. And within that fingerprint, within the fingerprint of your source, your spirit, your soul, is the signature, a unique signature. You're not supposed to be alike with anybody, really. You're supposed to be your individual, honoring your individual signature. And what's within your signature, within your spirit, your source, your soul, is gifts. You have gifts within you. It can be a certain talent. It can be the way you just connect with others. It can be how you, maybe it's an artist of some form. Maybe it's how when people walk into a room, they just feel so good or so peaceful to be around you. That's a gift. And the more you would love to connect and understand more of your gifts that you have inside, is by just acknowledging, hey, it's just not me by myself in my body. I am highly guided, and those guidance are within me. And you say that to yourself. Those guidance are within you. You're not alone. You're always being guided. Always. And you're always being loved. You might not feel it at times, but no matter what, this guidance that you have within you loves you unconditionally. And the way you can hear them or feel them or sense them is by just connecting inward and just being curious, being open to your inner signature, the uniqueness of who you are, and honoring that. It's okay to be different. It's okay to stand out. I know it can be scary at times, trust me. I still work at that. But I always know that I'm divinely guided inside me. And I guess I just wanted to share that with you. I want you to know those are your powers. Those are your supernatural powers, connecting in and being easy with yourself. We get so hard on ourselves. And sometimes that can be a habit, being hard on ourselves. It could be a habit. Or maybe you're, I'd say it's a habit. But you can change that. So when you feel upset or you're getting too hard on yourself, take some deep breaths. Just hand on your heart. It's good to, when you put your hand on your heart, it's like, okay, I'm feeling something. Because us humans, we feel and connect. We're making our connection. And just close your eyes and say, within me, I have a guidance, I have a source that loves me no matter what. And I am open into feeling that love. Because you are not alone. And I just want to say, you are loved. So connect in. Just play around. You don't have to go into a long meditation. Just do what we just did. We just hand on our heart and breathe and take some breaths. And the more you do that, the more you exercise that frequency, that higher frequency. You exercising it like a muscle you build. And then you're reminding your mind, and your body, let me just connect in and breathe. Start with that, because that is powerful. You are deserving and you are powerful. So connect in to your guidance and allow your guidance, your innate source, to connect with you. I love you guys. Till later, okay? Bye-bye.